everyone. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little tutorial on this look that I have created. So this is kind of my transitionary autumnal makeup look that I wanted to share with you all. It's blown out, it's smoky. I personally am a huge fan of a glossy lid. It's just not incredibly wearable to go out in. It's really nice for photography, for editorial makeup, but it's difficult to actually pull off when you are, going about your everyday life. It can crease up and look a little bit too grungy very quickly. But this look is going to give you that sort of grunge, that glossiness, that sort of edge to your look while lasting a little bit longer. I have found a couple of products that will give you that really glossy lid look without it creasing immediately when you put it on your eyes. I honestly barely get any creasing when I use these products. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this sort of transitionary, autumnal, slightly sort of edgy look. So if you do, make sure to give this video a thumbs up before you go. And if you also enjoy it, I would love for you to subscribe. So make sure to subscribe as well. So with all of that, let us just begin. Okay, so first starting off with the skin. I think when you're doing a more glossy lid look, it's nice when the skin isn't too dewy, because I feel like if the skin is super dewy and you have a glossy lid, it just kind of looks a little bit less intentional and it almost kind of draws attention away from the glossy lid. So first, Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Every single tutorial I do on this channel pretty much starts the same, but this is just an incredible primer, especially if you want more of a perfected look. If you have dry skin and you've wanted a primer that is both moisturizing and somehow also a little bit perfecting, I absolutely recommend this one. Bobbi Brown recently came out with their Vitamin Enriched eye base, which I would really like to try. Just taking that all over the face and just working it on in. But for foundation, like I said before, I don't want anything too dewy, but I also do want some coverage. So I am going to use my Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation from Shiseido. I have the shade 140, that is my shade. And I really enjoy this foundation because it looks incredibly natural on the skin. You can see it's more of a creamy foundation. It really meshes well with the skin. I think the whole idea behind this foundation is also really cool because oftentimes I feel like with some foundations and just makeup in general, it's like sometimes when a formula isn't good, it really is working against your skin. You want a product, and I prefer makeup that works with your skin. It wants to blend in, it wants to become one with the skin. It doesn't want to be like a sort of barrier or look like a barrier or a mask on the skin. And this does such a beautiful job of giving you a really lifelike, solid medium coverage. Like I was saying, it likes to work itself into the skin and it's not gonna work against you. And in combination with the Bobbi Brown primer, this will just give you such a pretty look to the skin. Now, right now it does look a little bit dewy. It will set down a little bit to be more of a natural finish. And another thing I really like about this one is that you can work in layers and you can build up the coverage. This is certainly a buildable foundation. So now that we have our foundation down, I'm going to go in with some concealer. Kosas Revealer Concealer. You guys know that this is a favorite. And this is the shade 1. I am just taking some under the eyes. The foundation did a really good job of concealing everything else on my face, so I'm just taking a little bit onto the eyes. What I always do with concealer is I let it sit for a little bit and you will get more coverage. And usually what I do is I go into the brows while I am letting it sit. So Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pen. The more I have used this pen, the more like infatuated I have become with it. You know, brow products aren't the most sexy makeup products, but a good brow pencil with a good formula is a total staple. And you can find some at a more affordable price. This is obviously more expensive, but there is something that I really enjoy about this one. The texture of this is really beautiful. If you like for your brows to look defined, but also have a sort of softness to them, because this almost translates as a brow powder. Now you can certainly get more angular shapes with this, but the actual formula has a softness that I think is really, really pretty, especially, you know, if you have more thick brows like I do. I think sometimes when you work with a brow pencil, eyebrows end up looking super graphic, and that's not really the look that I'm going for, but I definitely do want to kind of shape them out. So you could totally just use a powder, and I think that would look really pretty. But if I'm being honest, I just love how convenient a pencil is as opposed to getting a brush and then putting the powder into the brows. Yes, it only eliminates literally one step, but something like, you know, filling in the brows, it's not the most fun part of the routine. Okay, so I will go back and set my brows, but really fast, I need to go and take care of this concealer as I am still doing my brows. So I'm just going to blend out the concealer. Personally, I think you could set the lid with powder if you wanted to in this step, but I don't use a ton of powder, as you guys know, so I'm not going to. So next up, I am going to start on the eyes. I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but the eyes really are a defining feature of this look. So I do want to adjust like my bronzer and my blush after I have the eye look on, just so I don't go too overboard with those, because I definitely tend to go overboard with the blush. So the two products that are basically the base of this look, and you could do this look just with these two products and be done, they are the color fixes from Danessa Myricks. So this one is in the shade Celebration. This is going to be the color of the glossy lid, and then we have the actual gloss. And this is the clear glaze from the Color Fix line. She also does make one with glitters throughout, which I think would be really beautiful as well. But I really appreciate these glosses as opposed to just going in with a random clear gloss, because they're quite thin, but they still have a really high shine finish. So you're still gonna get that ultra glossy look to the lids, but it's not going to feel heavy. What actually makes this a very crease resistant lid look are these color fixes. So like I said before, this is the shade Celebration. This is more of a soft metallic finish. It's basically a long wear paint that's incredibly crease resistant, even if you put gloss on top of it. So it's just really an incredible product, but it is a product that you need to just use a touch of. It's incredibly pigmented. So I recommend going in with kind of like a more fluffy brush and taking just a touch onto your brush, and then kind of, you know, put a little bit on the back of your hand and slowly start to build it onto the lid rather than going in with a lot all at once. So that is what I'm going to do, just slowly adding this. This has such a beautiful, beautiful finish to it. You can see already how it just has that soft gleam. I really enjoy the color fixes from Danessa Myricks because they are so long wearing, but they don't look heavy on the lids. You know, a lot of long wear eye makeup can look really heavy once it's actually applied, but these are so incredibly thin that you can really work in light layers. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to take this all over the lid. As you can see, I'm not gonna put too much into the inner corner of my eye. I don't want the inner corner to look too dark. You can see I have like a good base down. We're all blended out into the crease and like pretty much all the way up to the brow. The thing that's really nice about this look is that it's more long wearing, but you can still get a really grungy effect when you use the gloss. So it's kind of like a perfect storm. You know, sometimes I don't want the gloss to be super creasy and super grungy looking. I want it to just have a little bit more staying power. I want it to have a little bit more of a polished touch to it. Now, I don't want it to be super polished, but I just want it to have a little bit more of a polished touch. This is actually a super wearable glossy lid because it does have less creasing than your traditional glossy lid would. Perfect, so we have our base down. We have a really pretty color, but I want to kind of intensify this color a bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of Celebration onto my finger. I'm going to kind of concentrate it onto the outer corner to add a little bit of definition, and then I'll take the excess kind of out onto the outside of the lid, and then just a touch in the middle as well, just to kind of deepen that color. This is just such a beautiful, versatile color because you could see you could really build up that intensity, but you can also wash these out, and that's what we have done on this other eye. I mean, this is a perfect like everyday one shadow, but you can really get that intensity out of it as well. So what a beautiful, versatile product that Danessa Myricks has come out with. I mean, these are certainly a beautiful and unique formula. Just take your time and really slowly build it up because these are pigmented and they will set down. You do have some play time. Now, if this was something that like in 10 seconds it's set down and you're kind of screwed if you want to change something, I wouldn't like it because I don't like products like that. But with this one, you do have some give and play time to really get a blended out and seamless look. So now we were able to kind of create a more blown out look and effect with just one shadow. I mean, this is literally just one shadow, but it has so much dimension, and these paints are really able to do that. I think one, because of the texture, two, because of this color has just such a richness and just a soft, like, it almost looks slightly glossy in and of itself without a gloss on. You could just totally do a soft, sort of dewy eye look and not put a gloss on top. I am going to take a pencil brush and take a little bit of Celebration. I just have like a bunch on the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna take a touch of that residual shadow and just run it right on the outside to kind of connect the lower lash line. You can also kind of stamp the product on the outer edge right there to get more intensity. Like I said, these are very buildable. And I think we have a really good base down for our gloss. We have lots of dimension and we were still able to get a little bit more of a diffused look. Now going in with the Glaze from Danessa Myricks, just taking a touch onto the finger, and we will go ahead and apply. This is always like the most satisfying part for me. Just, oh my gosh. Got a little bit on my lashes. Just look at that. I am not going to be afraid to put it all over. It's going to be the most crease resistant if you only put it on the places where you have already applied the paint, the color fix, because the color fix is what is going to make this crease resistant. So keep that in mind, that if you have some area like the inner corner, like I told you guys before, if it doesn't have the color fix base, you know, that area will crease. So just keep that in mind when you're applying it. But yeah, oh wow. Do you see how that is so soft and like pretty? But how that gloss just enhances the richness of this so much. It is really beautiful. Going to go in and add gloss to the other lid. I'm using quite a bit of gloss, and there are the eyes. You see that glossiness? So next we are going to use some mascara. The best way to use mascara with a glossy lid is to use one, a waterproof mascara, or two, use a tubing mascara. So that is what I'm doing today. I'm using the Cosmetics Pick Me Up. I recently reviewed this, so I'll leave that review link down below in case you guys are interested. But this is a tubing mascara, so that way we won't get a ton of smudging, because tubing mascaras work really well with a gloss. They won't just smudge right off. There's the one coat. There is one coat on each of the lashes. This is a very, very pretty mascara if you like more of a fluttery look, which I do really love a fluttery look, but it's also super black. So, you know, with someone like me that doesn't like to apply fake lashes if I can avoid it, this is really good because it's still giving us that black pigment that really you need in a look like this. And I am going to take just a touch of mascara out here on the outer lashes. All right, so there are the eyes all finished. Really beautiful and glossy, but you can see, I mean, they're not creasing, which is kind of, I mean, I've never been able to achieve that. It's kind of unheard of. So next, let's go back into the face, get a little color onto the face. Actually, you know what? I need to set my brows really fast. I'm using the Cosmetics Flexibrow I adore this clear brow gel. I don't like clear brow gel. Like, I really would prefer to use a clear pomade to give me sort of like a more feathery look. But this one really makes the hairs kind of stand up, but it doesn't feel too crispy or look crispy in the brows. Your brows still look really fluffy. So I had to just quickly do that. And now we can go back into the face. First, starting off with the Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Bronzer, and this is the shade Butta Biscuit. This is a really good shade, especially if you are pale like I am. You can just build it up, and it's a really fuss-free sort of cream bronzer, which I think is really important. It's definitely easier to work with than the cream blushes were for me. I think the cream bronzers really have a beautiful blendable and sort of buildable formula to them. It has a slightly more dewy finish. I probably will skip highlight just because I don't think we really need any. I don't want the skin to be too glossy like I was saying before. I would prefer the sort of lids do all the glossing for us. Here we go. And always take the excess across the nose. Looks really fresh and pretty. So bronzer is all complete. Now I do want to add some color back into the apples of the cheeks. I honestly use this kind of all over the cheek, but this is the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in the shade 110 Nude Flush. So it's more of a nude shade. I'm sticking with more nude tones. I don't want anything too bright to kind of clash with the eyes. I think this is a really pretty color though. It'll still give us a pop. Kind of like a terracotta nude shade. And it'll also work really well with the lip that I have picked out. Yes, I love that. I love the way that those colors look together. I'm really happy with that. I definitely see things starting to come together. I can't even believe how easy this look is with so few products, and you know, this really hasn't taken that long at all. It'd definitely go faster if I wasn't talking on a camera. But next we are going to line the lips with my pencil from the Lipbar. This is the shade Straightlovin, and I'm going to just not overline. I mean, I never really overline my lips. I just kind of like correct, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna fill the outside. I'm not gonna completely fill in the entire lip. Okay, and now I'm going to use my Hourglass lipstick. And by the way, so this usually comes in that like long gold tube, but you can get refills, and I don't care about like having the fancy package, so I just bought the refill. And this is the shade You Make Me. This is the shade that Rosie Huntington Whiteley created with Hourglass. And look at it. Oh my gosh. Just absolutely stunning. And I'm just going to blot just a touch, just to take down a little bit of the shine. It'll also make the lipstick last a little bit longer. And this is the completed look. This is my really crease-proof glossy lid. Really a beautiful look that you can actually go out in and sort of live your life in. I think it's a really pretty sort of transitionary makeup look going into fall. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And I would love for you to subscribe before you head out. So thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you in my next one.